We're being surrounded by angry apes.
Okay, so here's where we were right here. I don't know if you can see this area, bare area right here, this ridge where Kyle and I were able to record audio of, think of Bigfoot barking. I know that sounds strange, but wanted to look down here in this canyon and see if there's anything down here at all. And I noticed there's no campgrounds at all. There's a couple of roads. They're old logging roads up here. They don't go anywhere. This area is pretty steep and heavily forested. But did notice in this area there is a creek that runs through here. Kyle and I and Carrie from Lane County Bigfooters did travel down here, and we were able to get maybe about right here before there was a rock slide that covered the road. And we were hoping to maybe get down into this area here because it looks like on Google Earth there might be a couple of caves. And this road that you're coming in on does dead end right here and right there. Nobody's been down here in ages. We were walking down there and there are no tire tracks at all. Everything is overgrown. Where there were weeds with dandelion heads still on them, so I can tell nothing's been down there. We didn't find much of anything down there. We did find some large scat from probably coyotes. I know what we heard was not coyotes. Anyway, in looking at this area here, what I'm going to try to do is, there may be a cave in this area here and a cave in this area here. This is one of the three directions that we heard audio coming from. So we want to get down and see if we can figure out where that came from. I'm going to spin this around here and let you guys take a quick look. In looking at it, it looks to me like some kind of rocky ledge or drop off. There's a lot of rocks and rocky cliff face and outcropping, possibly caves. I don't know. It does look like a good place to maybe find some evidence. So we wanted to go up there. And also up here, a little bit higher up in the same canyon, is a dark spot. And this again looks like possible caves. I don't know. Really hard to tell unless we get up there. So we did walk up here. This area is far too steep to walk down, as is this little landing right here. It is far too steep, and lots of loose rocks, lots of poison oak as well, and looks too dangerous. So we decided not to travel that route. When we did get to this area in here, we did notice that there is a creek that flows through here, and we may be able to come in, and we're going to try to get in here and follow the creek down, and just see if we can get down to where these caves are, if they are. As far as distance goes, I'm not really sure. Let's see if I can do this. Try to keep it in yards here. So we're looking at almost 500 yards to the closer of the two caves and 682 yards for the further one. That's not that far. Let's try this again. Let's do this in miles. So 0.39 miles from here to here. It's really not that far. It's not even half a mile. We should be able to make that. But it is bushwhacking. It is very thick in here. Google Earth is deceiving. This does not look very steep or very dangerous, but it's Google Earth. So yeah, I know it's a lot steeper than what this is showing. So we're going to drive up there and we're going to take a quick look around, and we're going to try to make it up into here today. And I wanted to let everybody know what we're looking at and where we're headed. And what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to get into those caves if there are caves. I have a laser thermometer that I can shine into those caves and see if it's warm inside. If it's warm inside, we might not go in because that might indicate that there's some sort of wildlife in there, be that bear, coyotes, wolf, mountain lions. I don't know. I don't really want to get in the way of anything and its exit. So it just doesn't seem like a good idea. So we're going to be careful. We're going to try to get in there, and just wanted you guys to know what we're doing. Thank you. This is all just loose rock, and there is a stream way down at the bottom, but it's just not safe. So as you can see, it's raining. I'm up here at the ridge where we got those barking sounds last time. Kyle's here for the moment. I'm going to be spending the night up here alone and doing some recording and some listening. It's raining. I've got a little bit of a shelter over us at the moment. From the weather, it looks like the rains should be stopping, but I'm also having some issues with the Squatch mobile. But I am going to spend the night here and hope that everything works out. But just wanted to give an update as to what we're doing here. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be sunny and we can make it down to the possible caves that are down that direction. It's on the other side of that tree. There's a big canyon that goes down there, and there's a road that goes down there, and we tried to get in a couple of weeks ago and absolutely were not able to, just because it's the hillside is unstable and it's very loose, and it was hot and slippery and kind of dangerous, and there was a lot of poison oak, and we just didn't make it down. But we're going to try following the creek maybe tomorrow, and hopefully that'll work. Anyway, so I'm going to set up camp here, I think, and hopefully this rain will knock off a little bit and we can maybe go out here onto the ridge and get some more recordings or walk around. But I don't really want to take the camera out into the rain because it's not waterproof. Ooh. So that's what's going on, and we'll give it a shot here. Alright everybody, so Kyle's gone. I'm here alone up in the woods at the ridge where we heard those weird noises, and heard one of our subscribers, and I thank you very much for pointing it out, caught a sound on our last video that sounded like something said, "I see you." And it was a very strange sound. Kyle and I didn't hear it with our naked ears, and we were listening at that time. We were listening very intently to what we were hearing down on the ridge, and we didn't hear it. So I'm all set up and ready for bed whenever I decide to dive in here. I just went, and Kyle put down a pancake earlier on a stump down here on the ridge. I'm going to try to take this camera out down there. I'll put my hat over the top because it's raining and I really don't want it to get rained on. So I'll just show you what I'm doing here. He put a pancake out on a stump, and I have tied a helium balloon here, and that's really weird because it was floating just a minute ago. I mean, not even 3 minutes ago. But I guess the weight of the rain on the mylar has taken it down, so I'll see if I can fix that. But this is where we were when we heard those weird barking sounds, and where we heard what I think may have been an EVP. I don't know what else it could have been because we were listening awful intent. Anyway, I'll get this balloon situation straightened out. I've also got a couple of glow sticks that I'm going to put out. They're actually glow necklaces, but I just cheapos. I got them at the dollar store. So I'll put them out here. See if I can get something brought in here tonight. It's the middle of August and it's raining. What the heck? The one day out of the year I wanted to go and spend the night in the woods alone, and it's raining. Oh well, no big deal. I can deal with it. Also brought along my friend, Mr. Jameson, just in case I need something to help me sleep a little bit. Kids, don't try this at home, and please use responsibly. So here are the glow necklaces I've got. I'll wait for maybe another hour or so. It should be dark, and I'll pop these things, and not sure where I'm going to put them yet, but I'll figure that out. The main road, of course, is down there. I'm parked on an ever so slightly incline here, just so I can make a quick getaway if I want. I'm going to leave the keys handy and quick, and in case I have to make a hasty retreat. All I need to do is just jump in and hit the gas, and I'm out. So it's about half an hour till dark. Everything's all set up. I've got a glow stick right there. The rain seems like it's let up for a little bit, which is nice. There's only a 4% chance tomorrow, so hopefully we'll have a nice day. Welcome to Oregon. Good morning. I made it through the night. It rained like crazy last night, and there was a lot of fog. There was a lot of rain sounds, and throughout the night I did hear some strange barks from time to time, but it wasn't worth recording or getting up and using video, because, well, video, first of all, you wouldn't be able to see anything, and the audio would have just been drowned out by all the rain sounds, I think. Also got a little bit of water pooling up on top of the pop-up tent there, and about every 20 minutes or so, when I wasn't expecting it, it would dump its whole load right on top of the truck there and scare the you-know-what out of me. It would just be like a big flood. And boy, that would... the first time that happened and I wasn't expecting it, I felt all the hair on my arms and my head stand up. It was crazy. So I haven't been down here yet this morning. I just got up. It's about 8. Yes, I slept, and it felt really good to sleep in. And the pancake that I thought for sure Kyle was going to bring some bears in here last night, which didn't seem to happen. Doesn't bother me much. But oh boy, a little bit of sunshine, that sure feels nice. Okay, folks, we're back here. Hopefully going to try to get down to these caves today. Not sure if we're going to make it or not, but I was kind of thinking we need to follow the creek, and the creek is down there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it is down there. I'm here with Kyle and Annie, and if my camera wants to cooperate, then you can see them. And I'm sorry for the delay in posting a video. Been having some issues. Had to make a trip to Florida and whatnot, but we're going to try to get in here today. I'm not exactly sure how to get down there, but we're going to try to figure it out. Right, guys?
Right, yeah.
All right.
They could come right down here and get their water right here. And I think we just follow it this way, pretty much.
Yep.
I kind of would have expected to see some of their prints, but I have not.
It's mostly rock too.
Oh, maybe this way.
I'm going to take a dive here.
Do you want me to hold the camera?
Yep. Then you can get all the enjoyment on film.
Is it filming already?
Yep.
I'll try to catch it.
I know. I'm just gonna film this whole thing.
Yeah, I got your back, Mark. I'll try to help.
Don't come down here yet. You're going to knock me over.
Bad idea. I wonder, maybe we could go up, like, up. Yeah. Maybe. What do you think, Annie? You think we could go that way?
I think it's worth a shot. Seems a little easier than trying to cross this because we're just gonna have to cross it again and again and again. And it's just gonna get harder and harder because it gets wider.
So here's what we'll do. I'll pass this off to Mark so it stays safe, and then we'll just try to cross. Yeah, I'm not going to drop it. If anything, I would kind of toss it. There. Here, and then... No, that's doable if you're 6'1". Good. You want to reach for my hand? Or... I gotcha. Alright. I won't let you fall.
Heck yeah, bro, we did it. Up top.
Yep.
Yeah. Sasquatch Habitat Investigation Team.
Yeah. Where's that Sasquatch?
Hungry ape men.
Let's see them aliens.
Huh?
Let's see them aliens.
Yeah. Honestly, why do you not want to go in here? Why don't you want us to go into Area 51 government if you have nothing to hide, huh? Last time I checked, we the people in view. What do you have against the American people? I'm ready, guys. It's almost September. It's gonna happen. Sorry.
My guess is these rocks here are going to be really slippery. We just came from there and we're headed that way. And
we found something.
Yeah, a nice little Oregon slug.
Should have brought some salt.
You doing okay, Kyle?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I got a wet sock, but
wet sock is better than a cracked shell.
Wet sock, but
Kyle decided he wanted to check the temperature of the water.
Luckily, I'm fine, folks.
So I had the GPS on before we came down here. There's a road that goes down there and it's dead end and nobody's been on it. And then it crosses this little creek. It goes back way up there. But you can see how this is just too steep to come down. So we had to kind of come through this way.
But basically,
see, we're going through that.
Are they the same as angels?
And to that woman who told me I'm out of shape, let's see you do this. Really.
Go missing and never come back. I've been there, bro. Yeah.
You did the other way?
Yeah, I went down a hiking trail one time, and it was just one long.
Bless you.
kind of a dangerous spot. This doesn't look stable,
Yeah.
but it's holding my...
Anybody recognize that? What kind of mushroom is that, people?
I don't know, I just live here. Is it a psychedelic?
It's not bruising blue. It's beautiful.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't. It's a mushroom that I'm not going to eat.
Looks like you're doing alright. You doing alright?
Yeah, I just got sap in my head. It looked like it had a cutoff up there. It looked like it had a ledge, but it's just a giant...
What do we got, a waterfall?
Yeah, I think so. I saw a stream turn into a little waterfall.
Well, this may be the end of the line for us.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Scope it out, just be careful.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, that's the end of the line. Whoa! Oh, this would be so fun to slide down. Water slide of death.
Maybe it's a good photo op.
Yeah, you can do thumbnails. Yeah, I can make these thumbnails if you want. If you have like a sick thumbnail that looks pretty cool and looks like interesting, it's like if you have a cool cover but most people don't like to use it.
Right.
Careful though, you gotta drop off.
Yeah.
I think these are your caves, Dad.
Yeah, I think so. Excuse my French.
If I like was a ghost and I couldn't get hurt, I would just slide down.
I'd like to get down there and just see what's around the corner.
I can kind of see what's around the corner, and I don't think we're going to be getting over there. You're welcome to try, but it looks like it's just a big old drop off.
Yep. That's the end of our trip today here. Well, there is that arm of the meadow. See, this goes back, it's underneath here, you guys.
I know, I see it. I'm not getting down there though, I can't get back up.
No.
It's way too slippery, I don't even think it... I don't think it's a good idea.
I so badly just want to walk right down to this little spot here, but every fiber of my being is saying don't do it. So I better listen.
Don't do it, Dad. You have all of our stuff.
That's right. You guys need what's in my pack. All right, well. All right, we're headed on out. We hit a place where we can't get past. It's a waterfall, and without rope and climbing gear, there's no way we're getting past it. So, plus it's just not worth it. So if we come back here, we're going to try from the other side of the river and work our way up, and maybe we can join up with this waterfall and eliminate any possibility for caves or whatever. But there was an undercut in the rock there, and I couldn't see anything, but I couldn't get my head around it either physically. I mean, but it seems like it would be an unlikely spot for a creature to live. So we're going to try to head up on out of here. We're just going to keep following the creek the same way we came down in and get on out. I know we could probably go up this way and hit the road. The road is probably just a couple of 100 yards tops, but I know that slope is very steep and there's a lot of loose rock on it, and I don't really want to risk snapping an ankle on that stuff and having to get Kyle to carry me out of here, or vice versa. So we're going to take it the safer way and the slow way and follow the water. And Kyle, I think, wants to take another swim.
I want to take another a bath.
He's hot.
It's a beautiful day, though. It's about 75 degrees. It's just nice up here. Our elevation is probably around 3,200 feet, I think.
What is that?
So the air is a little bit thinner.
Is it poison?
No, it's nectar.
What'd you find?
What do you do?
Just do it.
Lick this?
Yeah, like this. And then suck it. You get nectar.
Okay.
What kind of plant is it, Annie?
I don't know. I just live here.
This looks cool.
That
This is like
is stinging nettle,
No, okay.
I think.
Well, actually, it's not. I just
Actually, it's not,
I
because
just looked at it. It's not.
it isn't.
I made sure it wasn't before I did that.
Leaves
because it looked like
leaves
it.
look similar, but it's not.
Yeah, I checked it first, and I was like, oh, this isn't it.
Yeah, layers of
this is cool. It's like layers of
basalt.
It's just like a super old rock.
Yep, like me.
I think this
But not
might
as
be
old as Bam.
millions of years old even.
Not as old as her grandmother. That's right. All right. So we're back here at the place I camped. Was it a week ago now? Oh, seems like forever. This is a tree that I had one of the glow sticks in right here. My truck was parked right up here on the road. And out here, if you guys remember, is where I had a balloon tied. It was a blue mylar star-shaped balloon. And it's not here anymore. It was tied to this branch, I'm pretty sure, possibly this one, but I think it was the upper one. I wanted to give it as much height as I could, and that was about as high as I could reach, but it's gone now.
Yeah, we looked at the surrounding area, and I mean, it's just gone.
Don't see any prints. We did kind of scan the tree line and stuff and just don't see it at all. We haven't looked down here yet, but I don't think we're going to find it. It was tied. It wasn't just looped around. Anyway, so we were down in the creek way down there a little while ago and just got out of there not long ago. It's kind of nice to be out of there, but we didn't see any caves, but there was definitely a waterfall, and that's what stopped us from going any further. There was no way we could get down that cliff to go any further. It was just far too dangerous. I don't think I would have been able to do it even when I was in my prime, in my old rock climbing days. Anyway, no more balloon and no more pancake. All gone. So hopefully there's a happy Sasquatch somewhere.